What is up, guys? It is a 15,000 point match, or actually 3,000 point match, since we are doing teams. So we've got the Space Wolves over here teaming up with the Celestial Suns, which is kind of not so good, yeah, since the Suns have some bad blood with the Wolves. And over here we've got the Orks teaming up with the Necrons. This is the map. We are playing 3 objectives. We got one right in the middle, one next to the wolves, and we got one over there by that tree. So it is First Blood, Slay the Warlord, and then those 3 objectives. Also Line Breaker. Alright, and talking about my army a little bit, I've got 3 Centurion Devastators with twin-linked las cannons and missile pods. I've got my HQ, the Primarch over there. Think Gilliman, just with a few more extra rules. I've got a Contemptor Dreadnought, and then I have 2 Rhinos with 10-man squads. In each of those 10-man squads, I've got a Power Sword and a Plasma Pistol on the Sergeant.
So, for the Orks, we have the Mega Armor Knob in his little getup, some tank hunters and a rocket, Death Copters, of course, all with rockets twin linked. We have my big mech with a shock attack gun to see what craziness he does. He's probably not going to do anything. Bikes, just regular bikes, and then you have all my troops over there, which is 2 regular 12-man boys groups and some Gretchen.
Alright, so for the Wolves, we've got 2 squads of Wolfen making a murder pack. One of them's going to come in this drop pod. You've got some Devastators over here, I believe.
These ones?
Those.
These are Long Fangs.
Long Fangs.
Basically, our version of it.
Version of Devastators. You've got some Terminators. I believe it's just 3.
Yeah, just 3.
You've got some Wolf Claws.
Blood Claws.
Blood Claws. And then what do we got over here?
There's 10 more Blood Claws. They're coming in on the Storm Wolf.
Blood Claws and Storm Wolf, and
a Venerable Dreadnought with the Fenrisian Great Axe and Blizzard Shield.
Alright, now what do we have for the Necrons?
For the Necrons, we have 2 Annihilation barges taking the left flank. Down the middle, you have
Triarch Stalker?
A Stalker, yep, with warriors and a Cryptek, I believe. Wraiths, 6 Wraiths. Right behind the 6 Wraiths, you have a Destroyer Lord, and then another Stalker, warriors right behind them, and then you have the Firepower, which is Immortals.
3,000 points of Orks and Necrons going up against 3,000 points of Celestial Suns and Space Wolves. Place your bets, guys. Turn 1 starts now.
Alright, the bottom, or the end of our first turn... No.
Yeah, end of first turn for the Orks and the Necrons.
There you go. These guys fired at the Centurions, got 1 wound apparently. Rockets from 3 squads of Death Copters and Tank Hunters fired at the Rhinos for that easy First Blood kill.
Yep, that was 2 Rhinos taken out, all hull points removed.
Yep.
No explosions, just wrecked.
And then the, what do you call it? The gun, the Big Mac gun, shot at the Devastators, or at the Centurions. I can't speak today, and nothing happened. That's pretty much it. We're just moving up. Not too much, nothing exciting happened.
Basically, besides my Rhinos getting wrecked, so I got like no mobility. But it looks like they're advancing, so I may not need that. Now on to turn 1 for Space Wolves and Celestial Suns. Alright, end of turn 1. So the Long Fangs fired their missiles and killed the Bubba Chucka, or the... What was it?
Big Mac.
Big Mac that was on there, so he's gone. And then my troops all fired into his Coptas, killed like 1 or 2. My Custody Dreadnought fired into the squad of Coptas over here.
The bikes are all gone.
Yeah, bikes are all gone thanks to his powers there. And then the Devastators all fired into this Catacomb command barge. Destructor Barge,
They fired.
Annihilation Barge, and they did nothing. So on to turn 2 for the Orks and Necrons.
Alright guys, so the Annihilation Barges shot at the Centurions, got another wound, not much. Rocket shot at, I believe, the Warlord, nothing happened because the Warlord is a beast. These Deathcopters shot and took out 3 of the Space Marines, but as you see, they were all whittled down by the Spider and by another Annihilation Barge. Other than that, we moved up, and the big fight between the Wraiths and the Space Wolf Long Fangs or some shit? Blood Claws. And of course, the Blood Claws got murdered by the Wraiths.
Lost 6.
So yeah, he lost 6, and the Wraiths only took 1 more.
End of turn 2. These guys shot and blew up one of the barges over here. This guy used his light speed, moved 12 inches, shot into this, but nothing happened.
What do they have?
Over here, these 2 lone guys shot into the what do you call them? The tank hunters. Nothing happened. What happened here though was he fired into this truck, blew it up, and killed like 6 dudes inside. So MVP of the game, Contemptor. These guys shot, nothing happened. Oh yeah, these guys dropped in the Wolfen, and then more Wolfen came in over here. The assault continued. The Terminators tanked all the hits, and they killed 1 guy in return. And these guys just moved up. So that's it. On to turn 3 for the Necrons and Orks.
Alright, so it's the top of 3rd. And what happened was the Deathcopters fired at the Wolfen that were not even supposed to be here because this drop pod is not supposed to carry Wolfen, but the Space Wolf player, his name is Cody, doesn't know his army right. It doesn't matter because it's 7th edition and this is the last 7th edition game. Anyways.
It is only the 2nd.
Whatever, those are excuses. The Tank Busters fired at the Dreadnought and actually destroyed one of the flamer weapons. Pretty nice. And then these Deathcopters fired at the 2 remaining Space Marines, getting rid of that troop choice. And then if you move over to the Warlord is doing work, destroying everything in the Space Wolf unit, or Space Marine unit, except 1. And then the Wraiths fighting pretty much everything else. How are they doing?
They're winning.
They're winning, and then the Destroyer Lord came into the fight. As you can see, right behind that giant wooden thing, there's Wolfen that are waiting to charge the Gretchen for some reason, and then you have the Dreadnought. A lot of shots were fired at the Dreadnought, but the Dreadnought held strong.
On to turn 3, bottom of turn 3. That was the end of the bottom of turn 3. The Centurion Devastator shot and took out one of the Stalkers over there. It's all wrecked. My Primarch moved up, killed one of the bikes, or one of the Coptas, which the other ones were taken out by these guys that just came in. The Wolf shot and took out some more, or the Storm Wolf, I believe. Took out some more of the Coptas over here. His Wolfen charged the Stalker over here, blew it up, and one of them took a wound. And another one took a wound from the Stalker as well. This guy just took pot shots, wounding one of the Coptas over here. My lone guy died against Gersh's Warlord and retinue, and now they're looking to charge into the Devastators. Over here, it is a losing combat. Only 2 Terminators left. They're getting swarmed. But on the plus side, the Wolfen charged the, what are they called? The Warriors, the Necron Warriors, and wiped them out. And then over here, the Dreadnought took out all of the Gretchen. So a little bit of overkill. On to turn 4.
Alright, top of 4. War Boss destroyed the Long Fangs. Shots were fired at the Dreadnought, nothing happened. The Warriors fired at the Wolfen, took out, I believe, 2 Wolfen. All the Orks shot at the Wolfen over there, weren't able to completely destroy him, but then the boys charged in and got rid of them. The Necrons with the big guns fired at the Dreadnought, but nothing happened.
No, we fired at the wolf.
Oh, at the Wolfen, and I believe they took like 1 or 2 wounds. 2 wounds. And then now you have the close combat going on over here.
4 wounds, 2 models.
4 wounds, 2 models, 1 more Terminator. That's, yeah.
On to the bottom of turn 4. Alright, end of turn 4. My Devastators, my Primarch, all fired into the warriors that were over here. And then his Wolfen charged in. There's only 1 left, so they'll probably be dead next turn. Other than that...
I have 3 Wolfen there.
Right, 3 Wolfen are left. There's only 1 warrior left. So the...
Okay, I see.
Yeah, the other guy's not part of this squad. The dudes over here hopped back into their flying Stormwolf, and then they moved over here to try and take that objective. The Terminators fell, so it's just 5 guys left, and that's pretty much it. Oh, the Dreadnought took out 3 guys, and they didn't do anything to him. So 1 more turn, guys. Let's see who wins it all.
So we're going to start from this end. The Wolfen were able to destroy the 1 warrior. Now they're moving up because he's anxious to fight. The Death Copters right here shot at this big thing but did nothing. This is their contesting. Over there, the fight between the Necrons and the Dreadnought is pretty intense, but now you have the boys who came in there to hold that objective. They're within 2 inches. These boys came and they're holding this objective within 2 inches. The Wraiths and the Lord were able to destroy the Dreadnought that was here, and the War Boss is just chilling there. Couldn't charge or anything like that.
On to the last turn of the game, or bottom of the game, on to Space Wolves and Sons. And that was the last turn to the 7th edition battle report between the Xenos and the Imperial. Basically, we did as best as we could to try and take out his leader and contest that objective way over here. But his warlord survived over there, and he had 1 knob over here. So, thanks to Linebreaker, First Blood, and holding 1 objective in the middle, the Orks and the Necrons have won. The Imperials, the Space Marines, they only had Linebreaker and contesting that objective, so 1 point was not enough. Let's see what 8th edition brings. Maybe the Orks can finally take on everything else competitively. But anyway, good game. Good job, Xenos, winning the last 7th edition battle report. See you guys in 8th.